All right, we're going live right now. All right, it is August 26th, Friday, 2020, and this is the second episode of the Daily Gare Games Dev Log. So, today we're going to highlight some of the progress made today and also show off some of the stuff that happened in the game, or what the game looks like now. So as we discussed last week, we're making a twin stick shooter of the likes of Smash TV and Xeno Crisis. And we went over why we were doing that. We wanted to make a better game. We wanted to make a game that was fun, that was challenging, was hard, not a boring game. There's so many boring games out there nowadays. We don't want to do that. We don't want to make another boring game. A lot of games are also job simulators. We don't want one of those either. Back in the day, games were about arcade gaming, getting the high score. They weren't about this story that's boring. They weren't about building something over and over every day and gathering resources. It was about doing something tough, getting it done, showing off, and even getting on the leaderboard, being a record holder basically. So we want those elements. Now, to kind of get to what we're doing today, we've accomplished a few things. We've added a new bad guy, one new monster basically, fixed some bugs, and then we added kind of the start of a boss fight. Now it's just demonstration of a boss takes up more space, has more than one spot you can shoot, things like that. So we'll demonstrate that, which the key point of the boss fight is that takes a lot of damage. He should be hard to beat, which this one's not hard to beat at all. It's a dummy right now. It's very basic. As the days go on and more development happens, it'll be much more difficult. Another bit of news is that we're starting to get some graphics made that'll make the game look better. Graphically, of course. The game's already good. It's just going to make it look better. So those will be coming out over the next few months. A few weeks, and then, a month or so, we'll have a lot more. Some of the bugs we fixed is some of the doors were turning green when they shouldn't, and items are still spawning after a level was completed. I've also added a little bit more bad guys just to kind of demonstrate where the game would go in the long term. So, let's get things started. And yeah, I'll be answering any questions at the end. I actually don't look at the chat till the end. So I'll start from the beginning of the chat, and then I'll read through any questions that were asked. And keep the chat clean. I don't want any profanity or, bad words and things like that. So the moderator's there. She will swiftly ban you, kick you, mute you, whatever she needs to do. She has the power. All right. Yeah, so we've got this. This is before. Everything new begins here. Now I'm going to get out of the way. Okay. So we got guys spawning on the left, guys spawning on the right, and you got a guy spawning on the bottom. You can see a lot of things here now. Those guys explode. There we go. All right. And so now, if I touch these doors, they don't turn green automatically, which was a bug that has been fixed. This laser gun's great. It just goes through everything. I might modify it to only go through maybe 3 guys, so you can kind of line them all up. That guy was a little smarter than the rest. As you can see, he found a way out of it. Alright, here's the turrets. Now, they're not that smart, but you get enough of them, they're really hard to deal with. Okay, let's see if I can... Oh, well, I died. You see that right there? I can't beat my game on the first run through, so I gotta give it a try again. So here we go. Serious mode. Not gonna take it easy on these guys. Well, this is by far my favorite gun, is that splitter gun. This is just a rifle, it just shoots faster than your normal gun. We're gonna go up this time. This probably might be easier. Those turrets aren't fun. I gotta get to that weapon. There we go. These guys are blowing up. Better if you kill them before they blow up. Alright, so I'm going to take this grenade launcher thing because I know I'm going to need it. And look at this thing. It kind of looks a little stupid if you look at him. So he's this big fat thing that's just moving back and forth. Very dumb. I said he was dumb. But we're going to try to blow up his right arm. I have a really good weapon. This grenade launcher does more damage than the rest of the items. Boom, I've killed the beast, right? So normally you're not going to get the grenade launcher that early in the game, and you know the boss is not going to be so stupid. I'm going to make him a lot more difficult. You know, back in the day when people were playing this game, they would die a lot more. They would die so much just trying to get through that first boss. And so what he had is he had this skill where he'd move around and he'd shoot lasers out of his eyeballs, but they weren't really predictable. So you could play one time and you're like hanging out on the left side of the guy, and then he'll shoot his lasers and they'll all be over here, and then out of nowhere zzz, he'll just get you. So we're gonna make it a little bit like that, where it gets pretty hard and you're not gonna beat it the first time. All this stuff here, it looks easy, but just wait. I'm gonna make it really difficult, and we're not gonna have just like two levels. As you've seen, there's only been like 2 levels on each one of these, and that's just not as fun, you know. If I want to copy the old one, like each one went maybe like 5, 6 levels per stage, sometimes 7 or 8. But definitely when you got on later, there was a lot more. So we're going to try to do something where it's quite a bit of time. Each level should be like anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, and then the harder ones a minute and a half. And so it will be an endurance battle, much in the likes of Doom 2016. So now that we've done all that, it's a good time to open up for questions. So I am here to answer all your questions, starting with the ones that were asked before we got to this point. All right, here we go. Excellent. Good. So everyone was good. Yes. So my goal here, so when will you have the updated graphics for us to see? Something I would like is to have it done sometime next month, have a lot more of the updated graphics out. I will be presenting a new main character sprite, which basically is a reskinning and a little bit of modification to the current one. So he looks like a typical security guard. So, you know, what type of security guard? If you just go into Google, right, you type in security guard, this is the type of thing you see. You know, he's got a jacket. We're gonna put this full screen. You know, you got this sort of thing. And so we're going for, you know, the yellow print security guard with like a gun or something, because that's what you are in the game. You're just some dude who so happens to be in a bad place at a very bad time. So we're gonna go with that. All right. So next question. All right. So how many total levels? Yes. So the way we're doing it is we're gonna have levels, and we're gonna have segments, and we're gonna have episodes. And so the game will have 4 level segments, episodes. Yeah. So episodes are like full missions, like or full campaigns in the sense. Whereas levels will have a collection of segments. So what you've been witnessing today is what I would call segments. So a level has rooms. Those rooms are segments of the level. So we could chain like 3 of those into the segment. So you could have a segment with 5 rooms, and the level has 3 segments. And so you can go through one, you get a break. Then you go to the next one, you get a break. And you go through the next one, you get a break. And then we have like maybe a boss fight at the end. So an episode will have multiple shop breaks or upgrade breaks. Maybe you find an upgrade facility, you talk to a scientist or something like that. You save somebody, they give you a piece of equipment. So we're gonna have a couple levels per episode. So episodes have levels. Levels have wait, what did I say? Anyways, I've written this down before. It's basically episodes have a collection of levels, levels have a collection of segments, and segments have rooms. And so in the demo that we did today, you started out in the middle of a level that has, or sorry, you started out in a level, in a segment, and you went through 3 rooms. That's probably confusing. I'll have to draw it out for y'all later on a different stream. I can write that in my show notes, you know. So I'd think of doing that next time. Write out the level segments, episodes, plus rooms. We'll do that next time. Following up, Monday. All right, will there be a beta version before the release? Okay. So I'm thinking about kind of having a demo, and the demo would just have the first episode. Like we're gonna play it like Duke Nukem did and Doom did, where they offer a full episode for free in the shareware. It'll be the demoware. So I'm thinking of doing a demo. So it won't be a beta version. There will be beta keys given out, and people will be able to beta test for the program. You know, the longer you've been on the stream, the more active you've been with the stream, the more likely you'll get a key. So keep that in mind. All right. So what about the improper aiming of the sprite to the ammo shots? Okay, great. So we're actually in the progress on this one to get it to where if you're moving in one direction and you're shooting in another, your gun will point in the direction you're shooting, but your legs will run in that direction that you're moving. So then it'll make more sense. It'll be like, oh, I'm shooting that way, but I'm running this way. Whereas right now it's like I'm shooting that way, but I'm moving up. So then it just looks like I'm running that way and pointing my gun that way, but I'm shooting backwards, and so it looks all weird. We don't want that. All right. Now we're going to check out the Discord. Okay, looks good. Well then, are there any other questions? You know, they don't have any dog emojis, do they? Dog. They got this weird thing. Oh my dog, that's not good. What about Franker Z? All right. They've changed things. Okay, I think we can wrap this one up early. I mean, we're not going to be doing hour-long streams for fun if we don't have people, right? Or if we don't have questions to answer, I'll go as long as we have questions. That's pretty cool. DX cat. Gangsta cat. All right, great. So this is episode 2. We're just wrapping up here. We're going to continue again on Monday. So next time we'll be doing a showing of the game. Will be on Monday the 29th. Oh, I mean, I could, yeah. Let me do that. So you want to see? So there's 2 things that are new. There's the turret, and then there's that really weird boss. So I'm gonna keep the chat open this time so I can kind of do more interactive. Okay, so let's start it up again. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so I promise you I'm not going to copy Smash TV's first boss. Smash TV's first boss was basically this tank dude. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make something new. And I'm contemplating how much of the boss fights and things I want to have be a surprise, but I figure since the first one's going to be in the shareware or the demo anyways, it doesn't really matter. So we've got the blue guys who kind of half speed of the red guys. The red guys are very fast. And then you got the guy at the top who explodes. So let me just clear this out. Alright. So right now, oh yeah, I could show you the to-do list. That's fine. So right now you can hit him in 2 spots. He doesn't really do anything to you besides those little turrets that already blew up. So you can shoot him there. And he's just like, he's not done. Kind of was experimenting before the show to see if I could get something like that set up, and I did. So I haven't really decided what I want him to be like. I might have him be like very quick moving sort of thing, or just have him be like more of a humanoid thing, like a human that's bigger. So this guy, this is average. He's also the hero, so he might be bigger than some people. So he's a little above average in size. And then there's going to be monsters that are bigger than him. And then there's going to be a boss that I think boss could be maybe twice as big as he is, so like this big, and a lot smaller, but he moves quickly, right? And he shoots a lot, and you're on your toes. And that's probably what I'll do for the first boss fight. All right. Okay, so I've been requested to show my to-do list for this game, which not everything is going to be here. A lot of the stuff, I do have a lot of stuff here. Let me make sure I don't got anything too revealing. No spoilers. Okay, great. Let's full screen this. And I don't want carrot browsing. There we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. This is it. So, one of the things I wanted to take care of, for example, was getting the shields to not stick with you between levels. Right now, if you go in there and you collect a bunch of shields, you'll just start having a ton of them, and then you go through the next level, it doesn't despawn them, so you could kill guys as you're walking to the next level. I don't want that, so I'm fixing this, which I would call a bug. I already did that. This is kind of the boss fight for the show. It's not something that I have more work to do on. All right, I wanted to make a character that was a tank, right? And so I'm going to make that guy. But at a bigger level, I want to make the doors open and close when bad guys come out of them. I want to add more weapons. I want to add a lot of like money objects and some more power-ups. I want the bad guys, some of them, when you shoot them, they spawn particle effects like 2D graphics, 2D FX, I guess, pixel FX, which I do have some already that I've bought, but I might want to get some more. I do want the game to have three-player cooperative. Well, the circular shields will stay, but not that many. Maybe you can get an upgrade that allows you to get, 5, 6, or 7 of them at once, but not forever. There are other things that'll go between the levels, but we'll talk about those as they come up. I do need to build out an options menu. Obviously, some people want loud music, other people don't. Some people want it muted, so I want the bad guys to actually die and leave behind like remains so that you can kind of see the mess you're making. Because right now you can't see the mess. You know what? Let's get that higher up on the to-do list. I feel like it would add a nice sense of progress. I do. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, so then I want to add some more sound effects as well. Like when you hit certain bad guys, I want them to make a noise. Oh yeah, so will monsters drop loot? So yeah, I do want to add more money objects, and it's like, well, what's the point of the money? So money is twofold. One is it's your score, but it's also how you would upgrade things. And so I want to have some sort of resource to allow you to upgrade your items. So yes. And actually, I should add the between level shop. Actually, add a shop tile so you can actually shop. And then I could also do some upgrades. Movement speed, max health points, improve power-ups. And you only should be able to upgrade the stuff that you've seen. So for example, if we're not revealing the shield weapon until level 5, you're not going to be able to get it at 5. Okay, will you be able to buy cosmetics? Okay, so I think that stuff's fun. I think they've kind of overdone the micro transaction stuff. So I'm not going to necessarily say microtransactions because that's just whatever. But I do think that yes, DLC we could have additional like in say you get the sequel, it'll give you stuff for the first game and stuff like that. Or if you unlock certain things, you'll get more skins for your characters. So you will get additional look and feel for your characters, but it won't be like it won't be as much like buying sunglasses and putting them on your character, you know. But if there's enough interest, there is flexibility. All right, let's see what we got. So I did have shop breaks already. These are the sort of the theorizing things that I've wanted to work on, and all I could do any of the I could do episodes where I'm just theorizing about things, and that's how I fill up the time. Whatever I really want to do at the end of the day. Okay, so if it's interesting to y'all, then why not? I like this one. All right. So, very good. It's like I have my own stream squad. So what's in store for Monday's stream? So I do think it'd be great to have some more FX, so pixel effects. So if I can set up something where say that you kill the bad guys and they like explode, I could have some sort of vaporized thing where you shoot them and they just like in the little pieces everywhere, so they slice up and disappear. Or I can have like explodes and leaves a little puddle of like blood or something, or just an explosion when they die. So I could do something like that for Monday. I also think it would be kind of fun to do a little bit of brainstorming live just to show somewhat of the process. So I might do that. Um, so let me put that in for my show notes for Monday. So then I'll add a little bit about that. Get ready though, it's just going to be a lot of PowerPoint. You guys probably will enjoy it, I suppose. Yes, yes. That's a good question. Yes, so I definitely I did consider, and I definitely will do a demonstration of both Smash TV and kind of talk about what I think about it while we're live. And when I do that one, I'll definitely stream it under Smash TV. And then the other one is, Xeno Crisis. So I'm putting those both down because it's a great idea. I'm better at Xeno Crisis than Smash TV. I've played more of Smash TV. I've yet to beat the game on my own. I can get to about the third episode. I haven't really mapped out how to beat the final one. So I could do a demonstration of that and talk about what I would do differently. So we'll see a little commentary on what I would do differently. And I definitely would have a lot to say about what I would do differently in Xeno Crisis. And that'll give you a good idea of where we're going with things. Okay. Well, we hit the 30-minute marker. I'll stick around as long as there are questions, but I think it's a good time to wrap up. 30 minutes is good, and it also seems like my battery on my microphone beeped, so we could be in store for it lagging out. So maybe we'll cut it here. So it's that time again. So thank you for joining the Daily Gear Games devlog. This is episode number 2. We are gonna sign off here today, and I'll see you next time. So same time, same place, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We are doing this stream, and the lucky ones that are here the stream is on Twitch, so twitch.tv/Gear Games Incorporated, so INC. I'll link that in the YouTube. If you don't know what the YouTube channel is, I can paste that in the chat. And one of my to-dos before the next stream is to set up the chat commands so I don't have to keep looking this up to paste it in chat. These are the things you get good at once you've been doing it for a while. So that's my YouTube channel. And what that'll have is this. And so, see y'all next time. Signing off.